Alright, hello everyone and welcome back. Today I am getting into the Mother's Day spirit, or another womanly figure in your life whom you would like to celebrate. In front of me here I have a new clear stamp set, and this is the Find Me in the Garden with some really cute rain boots and flowers, snails, and other embellishments that really channel a fun, playful nature setting. With that in mind, I have all my bits and bobs that I've already cut out using my Cricut machine. I will not be using all of these. I'm thinking of my boot, my little flowers, here they are, and some butterflies and some other just kind of cute embellishments. I will also be using some custom lettering that I have here to create my own phrase that will embellish this card. Once I'm all through decorating, I'll also show you just a quick and easy way to address whoever this card is going to inside, and give it a more custom feel. So, lots to do today. Let's get started. Getting started right away, going to run my tape roller on the edges of my paper. My card today is 5 by 5. I am a terrible measurer, so I want even numbers. I don't want any fractions. I want as simple as I can. So kind of attach that. And then I'm also going to attach my other white cardstock. I've already gone through and rounded my edges using my edge cutter. I did the R7, which is the smallest corner rounding. This one has a small, medium, and large, so I went with the small. I'm going to do the same thing. And attach that. So I have my snail all done. I did go ahead and replenish my Remarks pigment ink. This is actually the larger size, which can be quite handy with some of these longer or wider stamps, so you don't have to do as much stamping. You can just get a nice even coverage right away. All right, now I can bring up some scrap paper, and I am going to be using my little letters here. So I think I'm just going to keep it simple, and I'm going to just spell out, "Hey Mom." If this card is going to your mother, your grandmother, stepmom, whoever it may be, just give them a little greeting on the front of your card so it really sets the tone. Just gonna wipe that off a little bit. This is a little tricky because with these little clear letters, you want to make sure that you're spelling backwards. And the letters are also going to be reversed. So it can be a little tricky at first, but just pay attention, space everything out, and just do your best. All right, and then I just cut that out with my scissors. I can set that over. My favorite part, coloring. With my boot, I think I'm actually gonna do kind of like a polka dot pattern to spice it up because the boot is quite plain. So sometimes with these designs that have a lot of really bold lines that are very reminiscent of a coloring book, you can have some fun and start to fill in with your own designs. When I think of a boot, I think of kind of like a classic rain boot with a dark sole and maybe some light blue polka dots. That is what I am thinking. It's also good to have your little scrap paper. So I'm thinking with my little polka dot patterns, I think I'm just going to overlay right onto that yellow, because otherwise if I do my little dot, I'm gonna have to go in and color around it, and that's kind of a pain, and I don't want to do that. So if you want to do that, go right ahead, but for the sake of this this video and my sanity, I'm just gonna go straight in with my yellow. This yellow of mine is starting to run low. So with these types of markers, it is very common, and it will happen that your ink will start to run out. You can actually go to the store or online and get little replacement cartridges. The felt itself here can actually be removed, and you can replace it with a new cartridge. I know that there are also lots of tips and tricks online to kind of rehydrate the marker itself by just kind of doing a quick dip in like an alcohol wash to rehydrate it. So there's lots of different kind of tips and tricks that artists use to just prolong the life of their supplies because it's expensive. So there's that. I'm just gonna fill in some of those edges that I couldn't quite get with that light yellow. And I'm just going in with a slightly darker shade. I'm doing a quick flicking motion, just following the shape of the boot. With these felt tips, just like I did on my practice run, just pushing straight down, you're gonna get a nice even circle. I'm not crushing my marker though and completely disfiguring the felt. I'm just putting an even light pressure down, and I will receive these really cute little polka dots. Something else that you can do to add a little bit more pizzazz is right here I just have a Sharpie pen. However, a typical fine tip Sharpie also works as well. And I can just go in and add some more details. Same thing goes for being able to correct any mistakes that you may have stamped by just kind of filling in with the Sharpie. Just kind of cleans that up. All right, as I was assembling and looking at everything, it just dawned on me that the card was just too plain looking. So in order to fix that, there's a couple things you can do. Layer on another piece of paper. When in doubt, cover up any mistakes or things that you're just not happy with. Another thing that you can do is you can go in with any spools of ribbons or thread or whatever it may be, and you could embellish the top. You could tie a little bow. There's really all kinds of stuff. Then I'm also going to go in with my little 3D feet. Before I go any further along, I'm actually going to open up my card. I'm going to position that ribbon there. I think it's looking pretty good. I'm satisfied. I did get a couple little smears from the ink on my hands, so as always, my little trick. Just a couple little pearls. I can open that up. And you can even add some of your extra little guys into the card and then write a message on your card. I think I'll just say, "Hey Mom." And you could just write something super simple. If you're really into calligraphy or hand lettering, you can go ahead and showcase those skills. But for me, I'm just gonna do my plain old handwriting, and that's good. So now I have everything all done. I used all kinds of elements from lace to 3D to layering to coloring, embellishing, and it looks pretty cute. So a wonderful card for a mother or a woman in your life whom you would love to show some appreciation for. In the end, we would love to see what you will create using our clear stamp sets. So post on social media and hit us with a hashtag stamp with us. Again, hashtag stamp with us. That way we can see what you will make next. Thanks for joining.